Hey there you guys, so today I actually have a good video for you guys. It's a comparison between the JBL Flip 4 and the LG Pk5 speaker. So yeah, on the left side obviously is JBL, the Flip 4, and on the right side I do have the LG Pk5. Both amazing speakers. I just wanted to make a good comparison video, or an okay comparison video, They do fall around the same price range, so that's why I thought it'd be a good idea to make them. So in case you have a limited amount of money, you can decide for yourself which one you think is better. Just looking at the LG speaker, you can tell it looks like a high quality speaker. It's amazing. Just the design, it's super modern. We get 18 hours of playback music, 4 hours to fully recharge, IPX5 water resistant, and not to mention the LEDs go with the beat of the music, which is it's pretty cool in my opinion. To charge the speaker, just lift up this flap that's located in the back of the LG speaker. Here we are introduced with more buttons. To the far right, we do have the dual play to pair up numerous amounts of LG speakers together and get sound out of all speakers, sort of like a surround system sort of thing. We do have the reset button right next to that. We have the auxiliary cord right next to the reset button, and after that we do have the USB Type-C, which is the charging port. Taking a quick look at the top, we do have your standard buttons like the power, Bluetooth, your volume buttons, your play and pause button, followed by Siri, clear vocal, and enhanced bass. And that's pretty straightforward. You could probably guess what those buttons do. Like enhanced bass just gives you more bass, and clear vocals just gives you more vocals. So that's it for the buttons really. Here I actually wanted to demonstrate how Siri works using the speaker, so here it is. How's the weather today?
It's currently raining and 57 degrees in Bakersfield. Expect mostly cloudy skies starting in the afternoon. Today's high will be 66 degrees and the low will be 57.
Feedback from Siri was actually very acceptable and very nice and crisp. So now let's get into the JBL Flip 4 speaker. Now this speaker is actually pretty decent. It's by JBL, as you can see clearly the branding. But comparing it right next to my iPhone 7, you actually see the size of the speaker is actually quite small. Comparing this design to the LG design, I was more interested into the LG just because this is just super bland. It's just a regular tube or a regular pipe looking like it looks like a pipe, in other words. Now something interesting is this speaker actually gets you 12 hours of playback. It takes 3.5 hours to fully recharge. It's fully waterproof, which means you can submerge this into water and you won't have to worry. And it does come with JBL Connect to let you sync numerous amounts of JBL speakers at once. To charge your Flip 4, you actually just go right to the back, same thing. You pull this little tab open, and here we have your auxiliary port and your micro USB port. So then you get your micro USB and just plug it in. So on top of the speaker, once you lay it flat, we do have your Bluetooth button all the way on the left side, your volume down, volume up, and your play and pause button. The back side of the speaker, I'd say this is the back. We do have your power button and your JBL Connect to pair numerous amount of speakers at once. So jumping back to the first clip from the JBL, we're gonna actually test out Siri on the speaker as well. What's the weather like today?
It's currently raining and 60 degrees in Bakersfield.
Something I noticed with this is that Siri is actually a lot more choppy and not as clear as the LG speaker. So that was sort of a downfall, but nothing big, nothing major here. Just that Siri is a lot more choppy on the JBL speaker. So to fully test out these speakers, I actually took them outdoor and I actually wet them with the water hose to show you guys that these speakers they could actually hold quite a bit of water. I shot it just to simulate a rainfall in case you leave the speaker outside or in case you want to take it out. I don't suggest you do that, but if accidents happen and it's better to have something waterproof, I'd say. So here's the LG. As you can see, I just rinsed it, and right next to it we have the JBL speaker. The JBL speaker is fully waterproof, so I was not worried about wetting this one at all. I just make sure before you leave it outside, or before, every time you touch it, make sure the flaps are always closed. If that flap was opened, both of these speakers would have been doomed. With the JBL speaker, I actually did increase the pressure, so if you do live in a really wet environment, I do suggest getting the JBL, just because it's fully submergible and it's more protection against the rain. If I had to choose between these two, the LG or the JBL, I'd probably have to go with the LG, just because of its unique design. In terms of audio, it's about the same, honestly. I think the LG does sound just a little bit more nicer than the Flip. And just look at the design. Just look at that. That stands out a lot more than just a metal pipe looking thing, a PVC pipe, whatever. But yeah, just look at that design. It really stands out a lot more than JBL does, and it does sound a bit nicer than the JBL. I haven't had any issues with the speaker, and if I do, I'll make sure to tweet it out or make another video. So if you guys enjoyed this video, just drop a like. You don't even have to subscribe, but if you subscribe, I highly appreciate it. Give me some feedback on the videos. Let me know what I could do better, or some suggestions or something like that, and I will happily take your advice and hopefully improve in the future. Thank you, guys.